Welcome back to Greenie's Far Harbor Redemption. My name is Ricky, and today we're just going to do a little island exploring. To be honest, there's still a decent amount of this place he hasn't quite explored fully yet. I mean, we did a little bit of exploring in between last week and this week. I guess I should say, I did a little exploring. So today we're going to go down and we're going to explore Cranberry Island. But before we do that, I've made a few changes to Dalton Farms here. So let's go check out all the new things that I've done. First, I moved Greenie's apartment. It was over the top of the ammo thing here. And I moved it over here because, well, A, I liked it over here, and B, I was trying to do something. So I was trying to join it with this new structure right here. So I'll take you on a tour of this. So when I first built this place, I built this little tiny shack with 3 beds. One for Greenie and one for the other 2 settlers. And then I built Greenie's apartment thing, and I built him a new bed. So we had this. But then I decided that Dalton Farm needed to grow a bit. So I put up a recruitment beacon, and we got 2 new settlers. And we might get more before the end of the episode, depending on, you know, all that stuff. So I built this second level for the second tier settlers, the second wave of settlers. And then up here will be the third level of apartments, and it'll spread out even further. Come over here, I added a water purifier in the ground to give us a little bit more water than 3 per day. Everything else is basically the same. I really haven't done anything else. So this is where we are going, is Cranberry Island Bog. It is, as the name suggests, it's a cranberry farm. It's not a settlement, which I think was really kind of disappointing, because it'd be a nice place for a settlement. And I've not even seen a mod that makes it a settlement, so. Okay, so, just FYI, there's some ghouls in this house we're going to go kill. We're going to use the Ripper. So, I went and bought a whole bunch of lead and fertilizer from, COG, like I did before last time. But I bought twice as much, because I made so much money off of doing everything for everybody that I could afford to. Of course, now after I've done all that, I have absolutely no money at all. But I was able to make basically 500 rounds for Greenie's service rifle. So he is good on ammo. Probably won't need to use the 38 service rifle or any other service rifle for that matter. There is not really a path to Cranberry Island. There is a decrepit, like, bridge thing. So, there's Cranberry Island. There should be a bridge. I'm just saying, it's not there anymore. So we're going to put on Morgan's spacesuit so we don't get killed in the water. Now, Cranberry Island is a very interesting story, and I'm going to get to it in a second. So doing all of the building that I did at Dalton Farms, as well as I went around and killed some stuff just because I leveled up, and I took another point in strength, so I can take Rooted at the next level up, which I'm not sure when the next level up is going to be. There's a lot of good stuff roaming around this place, but this place is very interesting. It belonged to a family. I do not remember the family's name. And if we go around and we travel around here, we'll find a bunch of notes from Eliza, who was a daughter, and eventually, we can, restore some power to this place. Which I won't spoil what happens if you don't know what happens. It's actually pretty cool. And the thing about this place is that I didn't know about it the first, 2 times I played through this thing. It was like the third, or maybe even further than that, that I found out about this place. By wandering, And so, it's a really sad place. And wolves? It's okay, I have a Ripper. That was a feral wolf. Oh, this is a legendary, so we'll just take care of the legendary. That's great. That's exactly what I want. For the bleed damage to take effect now, please. Thank you, bleed damage. Well, Martyr Shadow. Okay, well. Ah! Here we go. The first one is the map of the house. So this tells me where I need to go to restore power. But there's a couple of different places on locations that we can get to here. Also, I think there may be a gulper. So I'm just warning you about that. So this is the first of the 3 locations we have to go to. And there's wolves. Invisible wolves, apparently. Oh, there he is. Another legendary rabid wolf. Well, we are level 29. Alright. Enough of this noise. Stop missing! How am I missing so much? Also, how do I keep getting... everything? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to use VATS because... Stim pack and... cancel VATS! Sometimes the stim packing will cancel VATS. Alright, well, I'm going to use VATS anyway. There we go. There's another wolf. Well... Hang on, what do I... Exterminator synth right arm. Well, I'm not a big fan of synth armor, but... You know, if I turned off my light, they probably wouldn't have seen me as quickly. I think it's in the ground. I think the other wolf is in the ground. It's fine. So. This is station number 2. Let's see. If I have 4 circuitry, I can repair the circuit. 6 perception. Do nothing. And back up for a second. Put on this. Put on this. Put on this. And that gives my perception 7. There we go. Eliza Journal 1. February 15th, 2077. Grandpa Pat was yelling in his sleep tonight. He's done it before, but this time it was so loud it woke me up. I saw Mom head over to make sure he's okay. Glad she remembered her coat. It looks like it's freezing out there. I heard her talking to Dad the other day about Grandpa moving in with us soon. I don't think I want him to. It's important to remember, Eliza is a little girl. I think that maybe it's helpful to know that right away. There's a gulper. A full-grown gulper. So I'm going to quick save, and then I'm going to get out. That's a lie. I'm going to get out the suppressed 50 cal rifle. Turn that off. Wow. That did nothing. That did no damage. And I don't think this game has damage fall off. Here's the actual fog itself. There may be more than one gulper. I'm just telling you this now. Get on the thing. Fine. Whatever. I didn't want to be up there anyway. There's a way to get up. Okay, here we go. Gulper. Okay. I need to heal before I go battle. Oh, the gulper is down here. Why are you down here? I mean, I know why you're down here, but I'm not gonna... How did you get way over here? So, we are turning on power to get down into this area. I already have 2 on, and you got a 1 and 3 as well. Eliza Journal 2. March 2nd, 2077. Nathan was out by the output pipes again over by Grandpa's. I was going to tell Mom, but he saw me looking out at him when he came back to the house and told me to go back to bed. He always looks angry now. If I tell her about it, he will only bully me more. So, what is this one? Examining the wires, you see several that are disconnected and missing. Do nothing. Repair the wires, 6 copper. Rewire it, 5 intelligence, which I happen to have. We're following the power line, by the way. There's a bear here. In fact, play with the harvester a little bit more. Hi, Yao Guai. This should make short work of him. Okay, let's back off for a second and let the bleed damage catch up a bit. Stop him. The Ripper is great when you're fighting like single opponents. It's very much not great when you're fighting like 8 opponents at once. And squishy opponents are always better than unsquishy opponents. Alright, so pipe repair. Repair the pipe, 5 steel. Bend the pipe back into place, 7 strength. Convenient, because I believe I have 9 strength. Or 8 strength. Anyway. Either way, I have enough strength to bend it back in place. March 19th, 2077. Dad and Steven were yelling at each other when they came home from morning chores. I do not know why, but I did hear Dad tell him that if he doesn't keep the pumps running, it'll mean more than just the pipes shutting down. I wish Steven would just do his chores. I hate it when they fight. As you can see from these journals, it was a family-run farm. She had some brothers. She had a grandfather. Eliza Journal 4. May 21st, 2077. I got home from stacking boxes at the dock and saw that Grandpa was sitting out on the porch yelling at the sky, saying things like, they're going to take the farm. We got to stop them from tinkering with our own reels and generators. The harvest is coming up. We knew something was wrong after Grandma died when he started accusing Nathan of messing with the machines around the farm, but now he just complains about the government trying to shut us down. So, Grandpa's going a little senile. That's not the best thing in the world to happen. If I'm being completely honest, ideally, you don't want your grandfather going insane. And so you can see these are the houses that they lived in. The full Giddy Up Buttercup. Eliza Journal 5. July 23rd, 2077. I wish Grandma was still around. Our family didn't argue as much, and Grandpa, well, I miss her too. Obviously, her grandmother died. Seemed like fairly recently when she was writing all this stuff. Like, it does scream of like recent times. Okay, so this is where we entered. This is the first area we visited on Cranberry Island. So we have 2 left to find, 2 journals left to find before we go open the bunker. And I think one of them is over this way, but I don't 100% know if one of them was over this way. No, this is the supply shed. We'll get here. Alright. Okay. Guys! Everybody needs to just calm down for like 3 seconds. Okay. 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 Stop shooting things at me. Aha. Eliza Journal 6. Here we go. August 8th, 2077. We heard Grandpa talking about those damned government goons again. Dad tried to calm him down by telling him the whole farm's insured, remember? We wrote up the papers last month when we went in to finalize your will. I asked Nathan what it meant for the farm to be insured, and he said I shouldn't worry about it, it just means we're safe, and that I should be more excited about what's in Grandpa's will. I don't know what any of them are talking about. Which is probably fair for a little girl, if I'm being honest. Wait, hang on. Here we go. Eliza Journal 7. October 22nd, 2077. We're just about to head out to the mainland for a Halloween party. It's at Haley's house in Bar Harbor. Everyone's going to be there. June, Ellie, Emma, Jade, and maybe even Gregory. Nathan was supposed to take me, but no one knows where he's at. He's been gone a lot lately. Mom's going to take me, I think. I can't wait to write in my journal tomorrow about what happened at the party. Well, see, here's where it gets really super kind of sad. Just a little bit. Because October 22nd, 2077 may not sound like an important date to you, but it's the day before the bombs fell and everything went to hell. So, what happened to Eliza? Well, no one really knows. The story isn't over yet, but we'll come over here. So now we have all 3 here. We can officially open the door, and oh no, it's ghouls. Wait, hang on, these have names. Get back. Why is Vic... Alright, well, I'm shooting you in the head, Frederick. Victoria Gibbons is over there. Which one did I blow up? Steven! I shot Steven. Now, Patrick, I think Patrick was her father. And Patrick is a glowing one. And Patrick is a crappy thing. That's why I think Patrick was her father, but I can't remember that for a specific. He's always a glowing one. That one's a putrid glowing one, but because I'm a high enough level that'll start sticking in. So let's actually go in and see what's going on in here. So in here we got a bunch of lockers. Eliza family drawing. Yeah, someone's picture is scratched out there, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not 100%. I don't remember whose picture got scratched out, but she's Eliza's the little girl in the middle. And then Cranberry Island shed key, supply note. So let's read the supply note. Nathan, remember to move all the supplies from the shed on the east dock to the storage room here in the bunker. Aside from the generators being in fully working order, the supplies are our most important asset. And don't make your brother do it. This is your job. As you can see, this was supposed to be a much more impressive bunker. It is sadly not that impressive due to the fact that, you know, the bombs probably caved in much of it. And so those ghouls were just crammed in there. So Nathan was not in there. Also, neither was Eliza. Don't really know what happened to Eliza. There's no real record of her in the console or anything like that. So now we're going to go down to the supply shed. So there's a reason we do all of this, by the way. And it's not because it's an interesting story. It is an interesting story. But actually, it's for this. This, I mean, take all of this stuff right now, is just 1,000,000 supplies. For all kinds of good stuff. This is like the best reward ever. Anyway, so Nathan was supposed to put all of this crap in the bunker in case, you know, the bombs fell. He did not. So that is the pretty sad story of Cranberry Island, or at least as much as I can figure out. It's a fun little stumble upon location in Far Harbor that tells a really engaging story completely through little notes you find from a little girl's journal. It's really well written, and I really enjoy it, and it's really sad that I didn't discover it until fairly recently. This has been Greenie's Far Harbor Redemption. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more Far Harbor.